It's hard to imagine that this rugged plant will be transformed into a refined rum. Sugarcane has been harvested in the Caribbean for 4 centuries.
Without rum, Martinique doesn't exist.
Really?
Really.
On the French island of Martinique, Gregory Vernant Neisson's family has been making their Neisson Rum for 3 generations. It's called agricole because it's pressed from fresh sugarcane juice.
All our history of our island has been made by sugarcane with bad things and good things.
Sugarcane was first introduced to the Caribbean in 1493 by Christopher Columbus. But it wasn't until the decadent era of Louis XIV that Europe developed a real sweet tooth. That fueled sugar production in the Caribbean and an ugly slave trade to support it. But it also created massive amounts of a sweet, sticky byproduct of sugar, molasses, which was distilled into rum.
At the time the Declaration of Independence was signed, there were about 150 distilleries making rum from Caribbean molasses in the New England colonies. Sugarcane syrup.
Ed Hamilton teaches, writes about, and imports rum.
In order to be called Rum View, it's got to be 3 years old.
We met him where else but behind a bar, Bryant's in Milwaukee. What is rum? What is the definition of rum?
Rum is a distilled spirit made from sugarcane. Sugarcane juice, sugarcane molasses, or any other part of the sugarcane plant.
Most rum is made from molasses. Tons of it is trucked to the largest rum producer in the world, Bacardi. Its distillery in San Juan, Puerto Rico, churns out 100,000 gallons of rum a day.
So our founder was Don Facundo Bacardi Masso.
It's one of the most popular tourist destinations on the island, but almost no one sees this.
This is a very delicate area, as you can imagine.
Delicate here.
Yeah, very few people have access to this area.
Joe Gomez is Bacardi's master blender.
This is our baby.
This is your baby.
This is our baby.
This is yeast that's been kept since the company began.
Yes.
This white zigzagging yeast was created from a strain that dates back to Bacardi's founding in 1862 Cuba. Founder Don Facundo Bacardi Masso is credited with developing a smooth, consistent rum, the type Hemingway popularized in his famous daiquiris. Joe Gomez showed us where the yeast does its job, fermenting these giant 50,000-gallon vats of molasses.
Wow, you can really smell it, huh? It's quite strong.
Be careful, but give it a shot.
Woo! Oh my gosh, that's strong.
Once the mixture ferments for about a day,
This looks more like an oil refinery.
it's refined, heated, and separated in these giant stills. Finally, the rum is aged,
This is Mother Nature at the very best.
at least a year, in white oak barrels. Gomez let us sip some of Bacardi's finest, which sells for $2,000 a bottle.
You know, the way I look at it, this is an art.
You're calling rum an art?
This is an art. Making rum is an incredible and a lovely art.
Bartenders have made an art of crafting fine rum cocktails from San Francisco to New York. It all seems a long way from the rough sugarcane fields of the Caribbean, but Ed Hamilton says rum lets us taste paradise, thousands of miles away.
The best rums come from the Caribbean, and when we dream of the Caribbean, we get thirsty. And what's going to quench that? I'm not thinking of a vodka tonic, I'm thinking of rum.